What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Banter Blitz session. My name is Pepe Cuenca and I'm very glad to be back with all of you here in Chess 24. So you guys can challenge me already. 3-minute games, 5-minute games, 3+2, whatever you guys prefer. And I'll be doing Banter Blitz for at least 1 hour today. And let's see what we have here. So I see I have some challenges already. So let's have some fun. Let's cut the bullshit, right? And then start talking about what happens in the 64 squares. Let's see if we can start playing against Triviani. Are you there, Triviani, my friend Triviani? Or you're not? Looks like he's not there. So I'm gonna abort the game and then accept another one, for example, against George Lopez. Another Spanish guy. A lot of Spanish people here today. So I'm gonna go e4 here in the first game. e5, knight f3, knight c6, and I'm gonna go bishop b5. The Spanish Rui Lopez. I'm gonna open the YouTube chat so you guys, so I can talk, I can interact with you guys. Let me see what happens here. Yes, I'm gonna go bishop a4, sorry. And now I have the YouTube chat so I can talk with you guys. So I'm gonna go short castle here. And probably he's going to go for bishop d7 exactly. So I'm gonna go c3 here. And then my plan is to go d4 at some point. Let's go d4 straight away. And now probably he's got to develop this bishop by g7 or by e7 after knight g6. So let's close the center with d5. Probably is going to go knight b8. And now I have two options here. I could go bishop takes e7 and also bishop c2. Bishop c2 is also interesting. So I'm going to go bishop c2. So now this knight on b8 has some troubles. So my plan is to continue with c4, knight c3, and then probably start moving my pawns on the queen side by b4, and then trying to go for some sort of c5 later. Probably it's not, I mean, he's able to break on f5, but then I will be winning this e4 square for my knight. So I'm gonna continue developing with bishop e3 here, and then after f5, probably I'm just gonna take everything, and even later I can go even queen b1, aiming to exchange queens in that position. The thing is, if I manage to gain the e4 square, I will be in very good shape in this position. Also, moves like knight d4 are pretty interesting, but then I like the endgame, so I'm gonna go for queen b1, and after queen takes b1, rook takes b1, then this knight is gonna go join the party by going to e4. And then probably white is in good shape. So queen h5, I think he did well. Not exchanging queens. And now, what should I do here in this position? Well, he's probably aiming to sacrifice on f3. So I'm going to go knight d2. In order to go knight e4 in this position, then f3. Knight to h4. Okay, putting pressure on the g2 pawn. So now g3 looks interesting, so I'm gonna go for g3. After knight f3 takes queen e4, we're in the same kind of position. So alright, let's go knight d to e4. Then this queen is probably coming to d3, and I'll bring my rooks to the center. Let's say rook d1 or rook e1. Also b4 ideas are in the air. I think I can just take this guy here. Well, I think I can take this guy, takes, knight e5 later. Well, not so sure though. But then I have to do something. I gotta do something in this position. So, because he's coming to f3 here. So maybe, and just maybe knight d2 here. Well, not so sure. Okay, I'm gonna take. And then queen takes d4, knight e5. And now I could go something like f4 or knight d2. Well, I'm playing too weak, too slow, right? So I'm gonna go f4 here. Okay, he went for knight g4. He could have gone knight f3. I'm playing really slow, so I had to play faster. Wow, king h1, gotta go for that. B takes e3, h4, let's say. Now knight g5, 23 seconds in this position. Knight g5, takes. Let's say knight f3 here. Knight f3, king g2, nothing happens. But only 20 seconds, I got 20 seconds, so I have to play really fast in this position. Queen e2. Let's play queen e2 here in order to go queen e6. So let's go there. 17 seconds. Wow, I played too slow. Check. Let's go f5 here. Knight d4. King f3. G4. Okay, let's go. G4. Gonna go g5. Takes. G5. Give me that. f6. Come on, I'm already there. Come on, let's go. Let's go, my friends. f7. And knight c6. Now king e4 is coming. Oh my god, I just blundered everything. Every single thing. Wow, shit. I just lost. First game. First game losing. Alright, I should focus more. Alright, let's play against 2700 player. Alright, I lost 30 points already. George Lopez, good game. Okay, looks like I'm already sleepy. First loss, first game. Good start, yeah? So let's play knight f3 here. Knight f6, c4, and b6. Okay, I'm gonna go for g3, bishop g2. And then he goes for the double fianchetto. Gonna go d5 here. And after short castle, knight c3. And short castle, then white's idea could be to go knight d4 in this position. And then threaten something like d takes e6, and then after bishop g2, e takes f7, intermediate move. So let's see. c5. He went for c5 here in this position. All right. I'm gonna go with e4, gaining space in the center. ED, and yeah. I could go something like bishop f4 here. After knight h5, I could just retreat my bishop to d2, then continue with queen c2. Okay, knight e4, then I'm gonna go queen c2 here. Probably he's got to go back to e8, and now I'm gonna play rook e1. After rook e1, then probably he's got to go knight a6 or some stuff like that. Then I'm gonna stop knight b4 by playing a3, even though knight b4 is not the end of the wall, right? Because I can just go queen b3 there. So I still have some troubles related with development on the queen side, right? So I could continue by playing some knight g5 ideas are also interesting, in order to go knight e4 and then gain more control on the d6 square. Also put in a knight f7, right? So let's see. 3.5 minutes for Spilov 15. Knight a6 straight away. So I'm gonna go a3 as planned. Now rook e1, knight c7. Interesting. But then, as I was telling you guys, I'm gonna go for knight g5. Now this knight on e4 is doing a fantastic job because it's aiming to go to d6, where it hurts a lot. So let's see. Rook e1, nothing happens. d6. And now my plan was to go knight e4, so I'm gonna go that. And bishop e5. Alright. Here, okay, I'm gonna go bishop g5. So he goes queen d7, then knight f6 could be really annoying. Now he goes f6. Then I could just go bishop e3 here. Now f4 could be interesting. He goes for b5. trying to create some pressure. b5, 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 b5. Let's go f4 here. It's got to go bishop d4. There's no other option. Then my plan was to take here, and then I don't know. I could just play. What should I play here? b3. I could go b3 here. So in order to reinforce the center, this pawn on d5 is extremely important. So b takes e4, b takes e4, rook c8. I can just go queen d3. So there's no knight d4 coming. Let's see. The position is pretty unclear. And if I manage to get this pawn on d4, I would be in very good shape. Also, this knight on e4 is fantastically placed. So there's somebody on YouTube saying, "Hey Pepe, it's my birthday. Happy birthday, man." So I'm gonna go knight g5 here, h6, and now let's say, for example, knight f3. Finally, aiming to take this pawn on d4, and later, well, that's interesting because I think I can just take, and then after queen b6, queen f2 was my initial idea. Now I can just play queen c5. Wow, my idea was to go knight e6 here, because if he takes on c4, there's queen b2, which is very strong, because there's a double attack mate on g7 and the bishop on b7. So probably he's got to take on e6. That's the only chance for him. And then I can just take back with my pawn. And then after queen c5, there's king h1, nothing really happens. So he's got this rook e7 move. I didn't realize, but then I think I got this queen f6, which looks very strong, because I'm also targeting the g6 pawn, right? And finally, he's got to take there on e6. And now I'm on time to take on e6 with my queen. And probably I'm gonna collect a lot of stuff. So first the d6 pawn, later the g6 pawn, later the h6 pawn, probably later the f5 pawn. Give me that too, baby. g6, h6. So much fruit. And now the b7 bishop. And then it's time to resign probably for him. Alright, so finally I managed to win a good game. So I'm gonna take another strong guy. So 2600 player EEC 2018. Karpov's birthday is also today. Somebody's saying happy birthday to Anatoly Karpov, one of the best chess players in history. So he's from Singapore. So nice country, right? I've been there. I was there when I was working in Germany, in Hamburg University. They sent me to a conference in Kuala Lumpur, and then I went for holidays to Singapore after that. Such a nice country. Alright, are you there? EEC 2018, he's there, so let's play knight f6. Let's go for the King's Indian. One of my favorite openings. Knight c3, bishop g7, e4, g6, f3, the same each. Bishop e3, knight g2, e2, what is he gonna play? Okay, bishop e3, c5, this pawn sacrifice is very interesting. So knight c6, now d5, knight e5. This is what Robin van Kampen recommends in his video series about the same each, h4, e6, now f4, knight takes c4, and then this is extremely crazy. Now after knight d2, he recommends to go h3 here in this position. Now a6, a4, bishop d7. This is all theory. Here we are following heavy theory here in this Banter Blitz games. b5, takes. Now rook e8, queen e8, knight b5 later. Let's see what happens. Boom, 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 boom. So rook e8, queen e8, knight b5. Alright, so I'm gonna go bishop b5 here. Probably bishop b5 and then queen b6. That's probably my idea. Queen b6. And then after bishop e2, queen takes b2. And this is still theory. So, what are you guys doing? You guys at work? You guys at the university? You guys at high school? What are you guys doing? Queen e2. Probably should have gone... Okay, what should I do here? Rook b8. Rook b8, bishop goes back. And then, yeah, I'm gonna go for that. Rook b8. So he's got to go back. I don't know where. Probably to a4, something like this. Then queen takes b2, rook b1, and then I got always this c3 square for my queen, so no problem, no troubles at all. And then d3 is also available, so let's see where he goes. Bishop c4, pretty interesting. So I'm gonna collect that pawn, which is very, very tasty. So rook fb1, then there's queen c3, nothing really happens there. And I think I got a nice position. I got a pass pawn on c5. This is like some sort of benko, but with a pawn on his ass on a3. And then rook b1. Okay, so he wants to... I'm gonna go queen c3. Rook b8, rook b8. Okay, rook c1. He's going for the perpetual. Okay, for the repetition, but I don't wanna go for that. So let's play queen a3 here. So after rook a1, I could just go... Well, I think I have to go back to b4 or c3. What did I do? Okay, I'm gonna go queen b4 here, and after rook b1, queen c3, and after the other one to b1. Okay, let's see. Oh my god. Oh my god, I think he managed to get a repetition. Oh shit, I should have gone queen a5 first. Do I have any option of getting crazy here? Do I have any options of getting crazy here? Come on, guys. I want to lose this game. So, queen b2. Oh. I want to go crazy. I want to go crazy. I think I can't avoid that. So. Shit. Alright, so knight takes e4, knight takes f3, knight takes f3. There's no chance, actually. There's no chance. So I think I have to go for the triple repetition. Okay, I can take on c4. This is what I'm gonna do, yes. I'm gonna do this. Knight takes e4. I wanna keep playing this game. So I saw this option, so I'm gonna go for this. So knight takes b2. Let's see what happens. I sacrifice a queen for a rook and a piece. But still, there's a lot of counterplay, I guess. I got this fantastic bishop on g7. Then I can just play knight d7, something like this. And then see what happens, right? See what happens. Knight d7. Let's go. Let's go, my friends. Let's go, my friends. f4. I'm going to go rook e8. So in order to put pressure on the e4 pawn. And now knight a4 could be interesting too. So let's go for this. Knight takes e4. Rook takes. And rook takes. Let's say rook b4 check, or check to the queen. And then queen c2. Then I'm gonna go knight f6 here. Then let's see what happens. So e5, knight takes d5, nothing happens. 20 seconds for him. So knight takes d5, give me that baby. Give me that baby. D takes, alright, and now I can just take here this guy. I can take this guy, and I'm gonna play c4 to take Carlitos. And now, let's say rook b5, so there's no c3. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Rook b4, rook b4, knight c3, rook b1. Let's say rook b8, rook e8, and now I'm gonna collect the e5 pawn. Then he loses some time. All right, so one another strong player. Is there any strong player here in the field? Wow, Ass Killer 2900 player. All right, so I'm up for that. Are you here? Yes. Knight f6, c4. All right, let's go g6. That goes for the King's Indian again. So bishop g7, g3. This is the fianchetto. So I'm gonna go for the pano variation. With, okay, he goes for this line, takes, and now there are interesting alternatives. For example, e4 here, where e4 just loses a pawn after knight g5. So what should I do here? There's knight d4 ideas, also very interesting here in these positions, and d5 ideas. Or what should I do? Alright, so I'm gonna go rook e8 here after b5. Knight d4 should be very, very interesting here. Knight d4. So after takes, he goes back. And now I'm gonna go c6 here. c6, not maybe, it's not a very good move. But e4 could be interesting. e4, e3. Knight f5. Okay, let's go for e4. I don't know what's going on here, but looks interesting. e3. I could even play bishop g4 too. So, but also knight f5 looks at least interesting here in this position. And now, c6, c6. Knight takes e4 is just not possible, because after knight takes e4, my knight on d4 is protected, so nothing really happens. So c6, b takes, and play Sicilian. Nilesh is saying, well, I can play Sicilian only against e4, right? So I should wait for the next game in order to play Sicilian. So d3 could be very interesting here. h3 was played. So now I'm gonna go d5, or even the not easy. I'm gonna go bishop d7 here. So one of the ideas could be to go queen c8 to put an eye on the h3 pawn, right? So let's see. Knight c2 has been played by my friend, and now what should I do? Takes, and d5 could be, or even queen e7, more solid. Also bishop f5 was very interesting, but then bishop f5 could run into g4 ideas, right? So maybe if I want to, all right, that was smart. That was really smart. So rook a1. Now I could be in trouble. Takes, or even d5. Let's go d5 here. d5, rook e8, and then d3 probably. But then this looks more or less equal. Looks a little bit shaky for me, but still nothing really serious. So queen takes d3. My idea was to go bishop f5 here in this position, and then maybe rook d8 or something like that, in order to protect the d pawn. And now, wow, that was pretty smart. Queen d4, knight e4. Can I go knight e4, queen g7, and then knight d5, right? That's his idea. So give me that. Rook a1. And now what should I do here? What should I do? Okay, I'm gonna go knight e4, queen takes e7, king takes, and then queen e5. That was my idea. I think I'm just losing a pawn, but then I was running out of time, so I should be really fast here in this position. So let's play knight f6, and then we reach this position where I'm almost losing, but then still I can still fight. So let's see. Rook c5, rook c5. I'm gonna go g5 here. So after f4 I can just take and then play knight h5. That was my first idea, and then after f5 I can just go knight f4, and here have some decent chances of making a draw, right? So now here I can play, for example, rook e5 here, then rook c5, let's say rook c3. Now I'm collecting this pawn on h4, e4. Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that. Now I'm in deep trouble. So king f8. Let's see, f6, king g8. Still some troubles for me in this position. So let's play rook d5. Now I think this could be ending in a draw. Give me that here. Now let's say king g7. This is actually a draw, but you know, I have only 10 seconds. So rook d5, rook c5. Okay, give me that here, and then he can barely move. Check, check, and this is a dead draw, but okay. Okay, we managed to make a draw. All right, thank you for the game, Ass Killer. And all right, let's play against Pat Cartines. So let's play e4. Pat Cartiers from Sweden. Such a nice country. I played the Swedish league like for so many years with my team from Lund. Really small and nice city. So the Najdorf, I'm gonna go for this h3 line against the Najdorf. It was very trendy some years ago. e5, the idea is to go knight d2, e2, and then g4. So that's why people play this h3, h5 idea in order to stop g4. So I'm gonna play more positional with g3, bishop g2, short castle, bishop e3, something like this. Oh, we have Miktal in the chat. Miktal has been more years in chess 24 than me. b5, bishop g2, and short castle. And actually, so I'm gonna go a4 here, forcing b4, and then knight d5, right? d5 in these positions. Then knight takes, e takes d5, then bishop e3, queen d2. That's white's ideas. So let's say bishop e3, and then queen d2. Later we could go even c3 maybe. And then after b takes e3, knight takes e3, the b5 square could be weak. Pepe, have you watched Liverpool Barcelona? Of course, I was in Cuba playing in a tournament that time, you know, and there were a lot of Madrid fans in Cuba, and they were shouting every goal. But Liverpool has done this kind of things before, right? I mean, they did this against Milan in that final in the Champions League. Was really amazing. I still remember that match. Does he accept only 3 minutes challenges? No, Spectre. I accept also 5 minutes challenges. No problem. So you guys can challenge me 3-minute games, 5-minute games, and also at the end of the session 3+2 1-minute games. So doesn't matter. I'm gonna take all of your challenges. So I hope you all can play today. So yes. So rook f to c1 here. And now I've got two decent options. One is to close the position, which I don't really like, with c4. The other is to take on b4, which looks more natural since I got this c6 square also for my rooks. Also, this knight c3 could be joining the party later. And f5, wow, it's going for it. So I should take on b4. Bishop takes e2, or what he wants to do? All right, he wants to take on e2 and then play f4, which is very interesting. It's not the end of the world for me, so let's see. So I can't take on b4 since there's this knight on e2 hanging. So what should I do? I should play f4 here. Let's go f4. Not so sure about this move though, but all right, we got a move. Got 1 minute 50 seconds. It's got 1 minute. h4. Very interesting move again. And now what should I do? I'm gonna take this pawn on e5. After knight takes e5, knight f4 was my idea in order to jump to e6. With a fork there, still, I think he can sacrifice by playing h takes g3, and then he's gonna have a lot of compensation for the exchange, for the sacrifice exchange. Actually, at Versus, I'm also reading the YouTube chat, so you guys can ask me whatever you want in the YouTube chat as well. So I'm gonna be reading both chats. So I like to interact with you guys. You have any comments, questions, just feel free to ask them. No problem. So here, knight c7 or knight takes f8. Let's just take the foot, yeah? Let's just take the foot and then play bishop f4 here. So I'm threatening to take on e5 and then play d6. So it's got bishop, rook d3, knight d3, sorry, was very interesting. So I'm gonna sacrifice another exchange too with rook c6. Let's see what happens. So he takes, wow, he goes for g5. This is getting wild, but I think I can just take this pawn on g5 and nothing happens. This is just a pawn for free, 22 seconds for Pat Cartiers, Swedish player. The only Swedish wall I can say is tack så mycket. Tack så mycket. And I also like these chocolates they have in Sweden. There's one chocolate I love. It's called kek. Kek. It's just in a with a yellow cover. And it's really nice. I recommend this kek. It's really amazing. Alright, so rook e2 is coming, so I'm gonna go bishop f3. So I also have this g2 square for my king. Nothing happens, takes. Let's play king g2, and then the position is really complicated, but still I think we're in good shape. So mainly because he's got 1 second in his clock. So all right, so choose me for Banter. So with that nickname, I have to take you, man. I have to take you. So, surprise, Daniel Mackay is saying in YouTube. All right, are you there, my friend? Yes, you are there. So I'm gonna go d4 now. Before I was playing, what did I play? e4? I don't know. He's from Israel. The other guy, I met one guy from Tel Aviv. They told me Tel Aviv is one of the best places for party in Europe, actually, and it has a lot of good beaches, nice coast. So, where are you, my friend? Have you guys watched Fauda? Fauda is a series from Netflix from Israel. It's really nice. I really liked it. Fauda. So he's not here, so I'm gonna have to abort the game and then continue playing against, for example, A Spectre. He was complaining, you only take 3-minute games. Hallo! From Deutschland. Alles gut? Alles gut, Digga? Alright, so e4. Let's play e4. c5. Alright, knight f3. Let's see what kind of Sicilians he's going to play. Maybe the Taimanov, maybe the Scheveningen. Like this Dutch word is just almost impossible to pronounce for Spanish. So he goes for the Taimanov. I'm gonna play this line with bishop e3 and bishop d3, which is more solid. Not so spectacular, but good enough. Good enough. Good enough. Bishop f4. Alright, I'm gonna go f4 here. And then after bishop c5, did I blunder? No, I have knight c3 and then c3. Nothing really happens. Alright, so let's see. Of course, my idea is to go just e5, right? So he allows me, I'm gonna go for this. e5. Go away. Go away, my friend. I don't want to. And now knight e4 is at least interesting, yeah? So knight e4. So I don't want him to ruin my pawn structure. So now I want to reinforce my center with c3 as well. This knight is also coming to g5, which could be very, very, very interesting. So I'm gonna go there. Let's see what happens. Knight g5, and then g6 probably, or h6. h6, that looks not so good, because I can just play knight h7, right? And then I'm gonna collect this exchange on f8. So give me that, baby. That's so tasty. That's so tasty, my friend. Knight f8 is coming. What are you gonna do about that? What are you gonna do about that? So f6, give me that. Give me that rook on f8. And now I'm gonna take this pawn on f6, probably play c3 to reinforce the center, and then, I don't know, just take everything. Bishop f5, simplifying the position is always a nice idea when you're material up. So bishop f4, attacking the queen. Now I'm gonna go bishop c8 in the next move. b3, kicking this knight back from c4, and we're in good shape. b3, go back, probably queen d3 later, rook c1. Let's play rook c1, for example, and knight e4, queen d3. It's got some activity, actually. It's got some activities. Let's say bishop c5, for example, but still I think we're in good shape. So bishop e3 could be played. Let's say bishop e3, b4 is coming now. After knight g4, I think I can play b4. So it's got to go back. Oh, that was not a very good idea, right? Because I can just take with intermediate move on c5, and then I'm gonna collect this knight on e3, and white's gonna win the game, right? So he's gonna have to resign pretty soon. You guys following the Grand Prix? Are you guys following these days in Chess 24? The top 12 French League, the Uc Mayor Open, and I'm gonna go c4, I guess, in the next move. c4, destroying the center. Okay, we're a rook up. Yeah, I mean, what are we commentating here? We're just rook up. Everything's good. Everything's good here. It has no discover check, so I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna play rook e1, then rook f4, and then just win the game. Queen b3 is also interesting to simplify everything. Let's go, queen b3. And now queen takes b3, rook e8, intermediate move, and a takes b3. It's time to resign, my friend. Yeah, and he did. So let's play against Shmoliki from Israel again. Shmoliki, it's not, looks like some sort of cereal brand, right? Smoliki, like muesli so. Let's go, knight f3. Thanks for the game, Spectre. Are you there, Samoliki? Samoliki. He's not there. Whoa. Sorry, guys. He's not there, so I'm gonna have to abort the game and then take another one. For example, let's do some experiment. As I was doing in the Spanish section. So I'm gonna hide the pieces. This is a good training for everybody. So I'm gonna go d4. Let's see if you guys can follow everything. All right, this is a very important training in chess. So knight f6, c4. Then at the end of the game, I'm gonna unhide the pieces again, so you guys can follow. c6. Let's play knight f3 here. He's going for some sort of Slav. d5 and e3. Right. So we're actually in the main Slav. e6 and then knight c3. And bishop e7, bishop d3, and short castle, and then his bishop is on c8, so I'm gonna go e4 here in this position. D takes e4, knight takes e4, and then we have some space advantage. Bishop e4, and knight d7. Let's play rook e1 here. And then knight f6, bishop c2. So here I'm gonna put the AK-47 with queen d3, and then start threatening some sort of mates on h7, right? Boom, 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 boom. Let's play bishop f4 here. Bishop f4 in order to go bishop e5. So I would be threatening to go bishop f6 already. So rook a d1. This looks very, very, very nice for us. Come on, guys, try to focus. Bishop d6. And now what should I do here? Let's play knight e5, for example. And then I could be playing some knight g4 ideas. Knight g4 ideas are very, very nasty here in this position. Knight g4, you guys are following. Knight g4, bishop e7. And now why not to play this knight g4? Let's go for this, knight g4. So now we are threatening to go knight f6 followed by queen h7 checkmate. So probably it's got to go something like rook e8. And then this looks extremely, extremely difficult for him. Also, I have some sacrifices on h6, right? You guys are following? Wow, g6, give me that, baby. I'm gonna collect this pawn. Or I can collect so many things here. I'm gonna collect this pawn on h6. King g7, and then let's say something like a3. So now this knight can retreat to d4, d5, c5, sorry. All right, so let me think a little bit. All right. So let's play knight g4 here, threatening this bishop on f6. Now he could be in trouble. And because if we take on f6, then I mean his position would be completely ruined. Okay, I think I completely missed that, of course. Queen takes d4. I'm gonna go queen g3 here. I want to keep the queens on the board, and now I'm threatening to play knight f6, also rook a d1, bringing the pieces to the center. This queen is protecting g2. You guys following? Okay, you guys want me to put the pieces again? Let's do it. 1 second. Let's do it 1 second. All right, so let's play bishop b3. 1 second, guys. Somebody's ringing. 1 second, guys. Somebody was ringing the bell. All right, so queen b4, and here I got this, for example, bishop e5, which is very, very annoying. Also bishop h6 was very good. But for example, here I'm threatening to go queen h4. Queen h4 is actually a killing move. Queen h4 is actually a killing move. Queen b5, and now for example queen f4, and then he's got to resign basically because I'm taking on f6, right? So 5 seconds, c4, give me that baby. 1 second, guys. All right, let's keep playing. And so let's take another challenge. For example, gutted fish. All right. So I'm gonna go e4 here. c5, the Sicilian. Knight f3, d6. Let's see what kind of Sicilian he plays. Probably the knight off again, or also the dragon. Let's see. I would love to see the dragon here. Okay, it goes for the knight off. So I'm gonna change now lines and play bishop g5. So white's idea is to go with f4 here. After e6, f4, queen f3, long castle. And then this position is pretty crazy. So yeah. Normally black plays e6 here. Otherwise, if you go g6, then your pawn structure will be completely ruined, right? So that's why e6, or also knight b to d7. That's pretty natural move as well. And here I'm gonna continue with queen e2. Queen e2 in order to follow with short castle here, long castle, sorry, and then start attacking. For example, there are moves like g4, which are very interesting. Let's say long castle here, and also and now f4, even g4 is pretty interesting. So I'm gonna go f4 here. So white's idea is rather simple. You want to continue with e5, and so at some point, maybe even now. All right, so now I could continue with e5. Looks pretty natural, so my idea is pretty simple. So after takes, knight e8, I can just take on e7, and then I can bring my pieces to the attack. For example, something like knight e4 in the future, aiming for the d6 square, for the f6 square. Also queen h5 followed by bishop d3 in order to create some weaknesses. So he goes for knight d5. Now it's actually an important moment, because if I take on d5, there's bishop g5 check, so I'm forced to take on e7. Now knight e7, and here I think queen h5 is pretty natural. So now if he goes knight g6, then knight f3 is actually really interesting. So I covered the e5 pawn and also threatening to go knight g5 at some point. So he goes g6, and now my first idea was to go queen g5. Let's see, because now he goes knight f5, then I could take on d8 and then take on f5, or even play knight f3. Yeah, this knight f3, the knight on f3 is doing a fantastic job. He just blundered a piece, so I'm gonna collect that by playing queen e7. And then queen e5, right? This is just a piece up, so no problems at all for us in this position. So I'm gonna go knight f3, and after queen f4, there's king b1. My king is safe, then this is just a piece up. Then when I finish developing, he will have to probably resign, right? So queen d6 also coming, also queen g5, bishop d3. Then he has no counterplay in this position, right? So probably he's about to resign. And also actually, after the move knight e2, I don't know where he's going with the queen, since he's got to protect this knight on f6. There are no available squares. All right, I just missed this queen f5 move, but all right, I should be winning something. I still don't know how. Let's say knight g3, queen f4 only move, and then rook d4, and looks like now finally he's got to go somewhere else where he can't protect the knight on f6, right? So all right, so where are you going, my friend? Knight d5. He keeps finding resources. He keeps finding resources. All right, let's just simplify the position. Queen f8, rook f4, and then let's say knight e2. Go back to d5 probably, and then knight d4. All right, this is just a piece up, but then at least he managed to not to blunder the whole piece. So let's say bishop e4. All right, this runs into knight c3. Okay, let's play rook e1. This is just completely winning, but all right, g3. Okay, the bishop on b7 was hanging. What did I do? Rook e4. Let's play rook e1, c3 for example. Yeah, he's gonna have to resign pretty soon. Rook c5, knight e5 in order to go knight d7. Boom, give me that. Knight d7, and he's giving me another piece. Too many pieces for free. So all right, so let's play against Scheiter from Switzerland. All right, e4, and I'm gonna play e5. Let's see what he plays. Knight f3, knight c6, and then knight c3, the 4 knights. I'm gonna play g6. This is not the main line, so I don't want to play the main lines. It's too solid. So, and d4 is pretty interesting here, followed by knight d5. Goes for bishop b5. So I'm gonna go knight g2 e7, and then followed by short castle. d6, continue with normal development, and then he probably wants to go d4 here. So I'm gonna go knight d4 here in order to stop d4 by the white player. So d6, pretty natural stuff. And now I could be playing, what should I play here? c6. c6 looks natural, so either to go d5 or b5 and then win some space on the queen side, right? So probably bishop g4 was also very interesting, forcing the issue, forcing to trade knight on d4. But okay, still this position looks pretty good for black. Knight h2. If he has to go knight to h2, something has gone wrong probably. So cd, cd, and then bishop b3 runs into knight takes b3 followed by d4. So he's got to resign again. This is just a piece for free for us and nothing in return. So d4. So thanks for the game, Shaitara. And let's do this training again. Let's do this training again with the hidden pieces, okay? So let's go for this. Let's go for this. Now, you guys gonna have to follow till the end of the game, all right? d5, this is Scandinavian, knight c3, queen a5, bishop c4, knight f6, d3. This idea is pretty interesting, so I'm gonna go queen e2 for example here, e6, bishop d2, and now c6. All right, c6, 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 long castle here. You guys are following? You guys are following. So now one of the ideas is to go knight d5 here in these positions. Also f3, g4, bishop b4. All right, so I'm gonna go a3. Probably he's got to take on c3. Probably he's got to take on c3. But then we have the bishop pair. Of course, he's got something in return. I mean, he could start creating some sort of attack against my king in the future. But also these two bishops could be very powerful. I think the sacrifice in a3 is not valid. So bishop takes, b takes, queen takes, king b1, and I think he's got nothing more than 1 or 2 checks, and nothing really happens. And of course, I'm threatening to take on b4 now, since after queen a1 there is knight b1, nothing happened. So he's got to do something. He took on a3, all right, and then king b1, okay, and of course he's got some compensation. But still, I think it's not enough. So bishop b3, queen b4, bishop b3. And now we're threatening some discover moves again. a5. All right, so now I'm gonna go queen, knight to d5 here in this position. Now he's got to go somewhere. Whoa, queen e7. Give me that queen, baby. Then he's got to resign. Now he blundered the queen. I think this is just not worth it to follow Blindfold anymore, since he's a queen down and probably is going to resign. Yes, all right. So you guys saw this was the key moment where he decided to sacrifice a piece on a3, but it was not enough, right? After king b1, queen b4, bishop b3, a5, there's knight d5, and now knight c7 is coming. After queen d6, there's bishop f4. So, yes, thank you for the game. Let's play against, for example, let's play against Doligan, 3+2 game. 3+2 game, and guys, we're gonna play for 10 more minutes or something like that, and then we stop the streaming. And are you there, my friend? You guys can start challenging me to 1-minute games. All right, if you guys want, we can play 1-minute games in the last part of this Banter Blitz session. So you guys can start challenging me with 1-minute games. So knight c3, bishop g7, e4, and we're in the King's Indian. We're in the King's Indian, and let's see what he plays against the main line with bishop e2, e5. Probably after e5, I'm gonna go for the Petrosian variation after d5, e5, d5. This is one of my favorite lines against King's Indian. So now bishop g5, the perfect setup for white is with the knight on d2 and the bishop on d3 on e3. But you can't play straight away bishop e3 since there's knight g4. So that's why h6 now is considered to be the best move, since now you are forcing white to go to h4, but also bishop e3 is actually pretty interesting. I recommend you the game between Nakamura and Kramnik. Knight g4, bishop d2, f5, takes, queen c1. Position is very, very interesting, very, very crazy. I played against a game against Fier from Brazil, and here again, if we manage to play knight g2, we're in the perfect setup. And here we can even continue with g4, h4 ideas, attacking on the king side, right? Stopping f5 ideas, and I think white is better in these types of positions. All right, so knight d7 here, as I was telling you, g4 is really, really interesting. So in order to stop f5, he wants to play f5, then the position would get extremely open and extremely dangerous. So I'm gonna go h4. The idea is to play h5. If he closes the position with g5, really, we are playing for free on the queen side. And then he's got no counterplay, and then this bishop is completely dead, right? This bishop on d7 is locked by his own pawns, and yeah, these positions are really, really easy to play for the white player. So, and basically it's the last chance to play f5. If he doesn't play now, as I was telling you, this is just too good for white. Knight g3, short castle, f3 even, and then we are gonna play for some b4 later in the future, and then black's gonna suffer like a beast. So give me that. Now I'm gonna take on c6. Now he just blundered everything. Still, he's got this knight f6, but then we can even take on c5, on d8, and then on b5, and then just too many pawns for free. So too many pawns for free. So give me that, and then take on b5, and then we got two pass pawns. b6 is coming. He takes on g4, then in the future b6 is gonna come, c7 is gonna come, some knight to d5 is gonna come. So what else we want in life, right? b6, c7, knight d5, and then probably he's got to resign already. All right, so now I have some 1-minute challenges. Thank you guys. This is how we're gonna close this Banter Blitz session. So c7, he goes to the 7th rank, or d4, for example. There's b7. So here I'm gonna go knight d5, and after knight f6, knight e3. Look at this knight compared to this bishop. This bishop was bullied in high school. It's clearly. Then give me that. I'm gonna take this rook on c8 and then play b7, and then that's the end of the game for him, for Doligan. Thank you for the game. Here we're gonna play the last games, 1-minute games. For example, Alexander Zubko. All right, from Russia. All right, let's go. Let's play knight f3. 1-minute games. c5, c4, d5. Give me that. I'm gonna play g3 for the fianchetto. Then bishop g2, short castle, knight c3. Then d4. He allows me. Takes. All right. And then bishop g5. Then the queen is coming to c2 or the rook to c1. This bishop on g2 is a monster. So I'm gonna play queen c2, rook c1, and then rook d1. Even knight e4 looks very, very interesting. So here we're threatening to take on f6. Let's play rook d1 first. So there are some tricks on d7, for example. Look at this trick. Boom, boom. Rook d7, knight f6, and then he's got to resign. He's got to resign. We're taking everything here. This rook on fa2, and there's a check here on c3. Whoa! All right, he tricked me, but then still we are pieced up. So I'm gonna go knight here, and then knight e5, and then knight d3. Let's say rook b1, a4, a5, and then he's got to resign. This is for me. This is for me. c4, c5, c6, and rook b7, bishop c6, and then give me that. Check here. Give me that, and then he's got to resign. f6, check, f7, f8, here, rook h5, oh, and queen h8. All right, so let's try to play 1-minute game with the hidden pieces. Let's play 1-minute game with the hidden pieces. Let's see what happens. Oh, sorry. Hide all the pieces. D6. Let's see what happens. E4. Knight F6. Knight C3. This is a Philidor. E5. D. Queen takes. Queen takes. He's still thinking. Bishop G5. Oh. Bishop G5. I'm gonna go Bishop G7. Bishop E7. Sorry. King takes. And then short castle. There's Knight D7. Now Knight F3 is considered not to be the best move here in this position. Bishop C4 is the best move. Rook F8. Now Knight F3, Knight E8. This is still theory. But then he's got not so much time. Knight E8, Bishop E7, King E7. And then... okay, after Knight D5. Okay, this is no problem. So Bishop takes. Knight takes. And H6. It's got to go back probably to F3. And then after C6, his Knight on D5 has to go back to... so C6 is got to go back to C3 later, and then this game is gonna come to E7. It's perfectly placed on the center, and then this knight is coming to D6, attacking the bishop on C4. Then let's see F6 for example, and then the Rook D1. And here, what should I go? Should I go to E8 back and then to C7? Knight is threatening to go. Ooh, this is very bad news for us, so I'm gonna have to go to H8, D8, and then C7, and then we're winning on time. All right. And then one more minute, one minute game, and then we finish. Okay, so let's play F4. Let's send Facundo to the action. And then Knight F3. Let's play the Dutch with reverse colors, right? Bishop G2, short castle, D3, Queen E1, E4, takes, and then Knight C3 in order to go Knight B5. Give me that. And then E5, boom. And then we're just winning again. That's interesting. Short castle, Bishop F4, Rook D1. Let's say Queen D2. Takes, then there's Queen D8. Alright, so let's say Queen Knight G4, attacking the Queen and the Knight on F6. That's for me. Then Bishop G5, attacking the Queen. It's got to go back to... whoa, he didn't protect the Bishop on F5, so I'm just gonna take it. Queen B2, Rook F1, attacking F7. F6, I'm just gonna sacrifice everything over there. So I'm gonna take this, and for example Bishop D5, then he's got to resign pretty soon, 22 seconds. And then alright, I'm gonna play Bishop H6, just a bluff. Bishop B3 was not even possible, but alright. Queen C5, Queen F5, give me that. That's checkmate. Alright. So guys, what's a pleasure to be here with all of you again. I'll be doing some more videos in English pretty soon, games of the day, Banter Blitz, etc., tactic trainers. So it's been a pleasure, and hope you guys have a nice day. See you in the next video. Bye bye. And if you drink, don't drive. Bye bye.